The Budding Forensic Club has always strived to create a platform for learning, sharing, and nurturing a passion for forensic science and related disciplines. Our guest lecture series is a test to all commitments to provide valuable insights to our members and the broader community interested in the fascinating field. Dr. Sweety Sharma, our distinguished guest speaker for today, is a luminary in the field of forensic science and an expert in research methodology. With her vast knowledge and experience, she has made significant contribution to the advancement of forensic researches. We are honored to have her with us today to share her expertise and insights. The today's topic of lecture, research methodology, is of paramount importance in the world of forensic science. Sound research are the bedrock upon which the progress and credibility of any scientific field are built. Dr. Sweety Sharma will guide us through the intricacies of research methodologies, offering valuable tips, best practices, and real world examples that will undoubtedly enrich our understanding of this critical aspect. Before we proceed further, I would like to take sorry. Before we proceed further, I would like to take a moment to thank all the members of Budding Forensics Club for their dedication and hard work in organizing this event. It's your commitment that makes event like this possible and helps us in our mission to promote knowledge and excellence in forensic science. I also want to express our gratitude to Dr. Sweety Sharma for graciously accepting our invitation to share her wisdom with us. We are truly honored to have you as our guest today. Without further ado, let's embark on this enlightening journey into the realm of research methodology with Dr. Sweety Sharma. We encourage all participants to actively engage, ask questions, and make the most of this valuable opportunity to learn from one of the brightest minds in forensic science. Once again, welcome to this virtual gathering, and let's make this guest lecture a memorable and insightful experience. Thank you all for your participation and support. Let's
Thank you
proceed
so much,
further.
Swantana ma'am. Thank you so much, Swantana ma'am. Now I would like to call Pranav to give introduction about the board members.
Good afternoon. I am Pranav Ahuja, core member of Budding Forensic Expert Club. I'm truly honored to stand before you today as we gather for this significant guest lecture. It is a privilege to introduce the remarkable individuals who form the backbone of this organization, our esteemed board members. Each one of them brings a wealth of experience, expertise, and a shared passion for the mission that unites us all. Together, they form a dedicated team committed to steering our organization towards greater heights. Introducing them to you, the President Malik Ahmed from NFSU Delhi campus, pursuing MSc Forensic Science with fingerprint and question document specialization. Vice President Lavdeesh Gupta from Delhi campus, MSc Forensic Science with Forensic Chemistry and Toxicology. Asta Mahana, the event chair from NFSU Delhi campus, pursuing MSc Forensic Science with Forensic Chemistry and Toxicology. Astha Dhal, the secretary of the organization, pursuing MSc Forensic Science Fingerprint and Question Documents from NFSU Delhi campus. Swantana Jha, the public relations head, pursuing MSc Forensic Science with specialization in cyber forensics. We are incredibly fortunate to have such a diverse and accomplished group of individuals guiding us. Their dedication and hard work are instrumental in shaping the future of our organization. Please join me in expressing our deepest gratitude to our esteemed board members for their commitment and tireless efforts to bring up this event for today. And I request the host to proceed with the event.
Now I would like to call Asta Mahana ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. In the bustling realm of forensic science, Dr. Sweety Sharma shines as a beacon of knowledge and expertise, currently holding the esteemed position of assistant professor in the Department of Forensic Biology and Biotechnology at the National Forensic Science University in Delhi, Dr. Sharma's journey to this role is nothing short of remarkable. Her academic voyage began with an ambitious PhD pursuit, which culminated in her 2021 graduation from Punjab University, Patiala. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, her doctoral research delved into the fascinating world of forensic studies on the use of ATR FTIR spectroscopy in the analysis of body fluids. This groundbreaking work laid the foundation for her career in forensic science. Dr. Sharma's research interests span a diverse range of disciplines within the field, encompassing forensic anthropology, forensic biology, forensic chemistry, diatomology, and wildlife. Her impressive portfolio includes projects involving the characterization of body fluids, identification of poisonous plants, analysis of paints, examinations of grasses and timber, and the study of hair from various species, which are protected under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, all through the lens of spectroscopic based methods. Over the course of 5 industrious years, Dr. Sharma's dedication to her craft has resulted in the publication of around 32 research papers in esteemed national and international peer reviewed journals. Her commitment to advancing the field of forensic science doesn't stop there. She also serves as a reviewer for prestigious publications like RSC Advances and Analytical Methods. Dr. Sharma's allocates reflects her exceptional contributions to the field. She proudly boasts 4 Best Research Paper Award, a testament to the quality and significance of her work. Furthermore, her academic influence is evident through her impressive H index of 12 and an astonishing citation count exceeding 300. Beyond the confines of academia, Dr. Sharma is a passionate advocate for the dissemination of forensic knowledge. She has shared her insights and expertise through invited talks on topics such as forensic anthropology, odontology, biology, crime scene investigation, and the critical role of forensic science in addressing crime against women, particularly in sexual assault cases. In summary, Dr. Sweety Sharma is a force to be reckoned with in the world of forensic science. Her exceptional academic journey, groundbreaking research, and commitment to knowledge dissemination have solidified her status as a trailblazer in the field. As she continues to unravel the mysterious mysteries of forensic science, we can only anticipate even greater contributions to the vital domain. We warmly welcome you, ma'am, for the guest lecture. We are honored to have you here today. I would like to call upon Dr. Sweety Sharma to take over the session.
So, very good afternoon to all of you. And thank you, Swantana and Astha Mahana, for introducing me. Okay, so after this brief introduction, without wasting time, I'll discuss about research methodology because we have only 1 hour and it's not possible to complete all the aspect of research methodology in 1 hour. So in this lecture, I'll basically focus on the introduction of research methodology. And in research methodology, especially, I'll focus on the importance of research papers because I'm considering that you all are, research scholars or students who are willing to know about the research papers, how we can proceed with the publication process, what is the importance of research paper, okay, how we can select a scientific journal for the publication process. So in this lecture, I'll discuss all these things, okay. So, without wasting time, I'll first focus on the importance of research paper. So, I hope.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you, but your screen is not visible to us.
Okay. So, is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, can I continue?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Thank you.
So, I believe that it must be an interactive session. Okay? You all must interact, right? Otherwise, it will be boring. So, before starting that, can you tell me what is the importance of research paper? Why we are here to discuss about research methodology? Can anyone please tell me what is the importance of research paper?
why you are here, to learn about the research methodology. Yeah, anyone? You can share your views, because I think in this session more than 100 students are there. Okay, so you all are here just to learn about research methodology. Okay, so why you are here? What is the importance of research paper? Because research methodology is ultimately related to the research papers. Okay, so first of all, we have to understand about the importance of research paper. What is the quality of research paper? Okay, because quantity not matter. Okay, we have to focus on the quality of research paper. Okay, so no one, can you tell me what is the importance of research paper? Okay, Khan is saying to know what new is happening in the field and what more we can do in the domain. Okay, anyone else? Okay, so okay, we can continue. Before starting this topic, I'll say one thing: publish or perish. What is this? Okay, either publish or perish. Okay, so the meaning of publish, when we're talking about publication of research paper, that means when we talk about publish, that means we're talking about visible. Visible means visible in the domain in which you are publishing papers. Otherwise, you are not visible in your domain. Okay, so publication is one of the important aspect. By using that, you will be visible in your domain, in your field. So publish is related to visible. Okay, when we say perish, okay, it's a publish or perish. Perish means vanish. If you're not publishing anything, okay, if you're doing work but you're not publishing your work, okay, in your domain, in that case, you'll be considered as a vanish. Okay, so this is one term, publish or vanish. We can correlate with this term with the visible or vanish. Okay, so it's up to you. What do you want? You want to visible in your field or you want to vanish? So can you tell me what do you want in your domain? What will you consider? Publish or perish? It means visible or vanish. Visible होना है या vanish होना है? Please tell me.
When students are raising their hand, you can ask any one of them.
Okay. So everyone, okay, they are saying visible, publish, visible, publish. Okay. So how you'll be visible? That I'll let you know today. Okay. So in that case, this is one picture which is showing the importance of publication. Okay. So you can publish your research. Okay. Another thing is publish or perish. Okay. If you are publishing, you have to publish in prestigious journals. If you are not publishing your work in prestigious journals, it's better to perish. Okay. Okay. If you are publishing frequently in prestigious journals, and in that case, maybe we won't perish. Okay. So this is the meaning of publish or perish. Okay. So publish or perish is common phrase which used to describe the pressure researcher feel to publish their research findings in order to stay relevant and be successful within the academic community. Okay, so this phrase is basically used to describe the pressure which researchers are feeling day by day. Okay, because they want to publish their research findings so that they'll be relevant. Okay, they'll stay relevant and they can be successful within their scientific domain. So, what are the reasons? Okay, what are the reasons for publication? Okay, if I agreed, my career depends on a history of publishing research articles in peer-reviewed journals. Okay, so obviously, if I'm talking about my career, okay, or because I'm considering that you all are students, you all are research scholars. Okay, so obviously, as a research scholar, as an academician, your career depends on your publication, because your publication will make your domain strong. Okay, so your career depends on a publication history, quality of your publication. Okay, so what are the reasons? First of all, if I'm considering myself, okay, so at my institution, there are defined threshold of publication for academic promotions, at least during early career. When you are in your early career phase, in that case, your publication thresholds will define your academic promotions. Okay, second thing, articles in peer-reviewed journals make the most important contribution to my career in terms of status, merit pay, and marketability. I hope you are agree with these terms. Third one, if I publish well, I have more chance to get a better position and to obtain grants. So I hope with these points you are considering that what is the importance of publication. Okay. And the fourth one, because the primary role of my job is to produce research which is of no use if it does not get into the public domain. If I'm working, if I'm researching so many things, but I'm not making it public, okay, if I'm not publishing it, in that case it will be of no use. If I'm working, if I'm doing research, I have to publish it, then only I'll be visible in my field. Okay, so research you're doing, you have to publish it. Okay, otherwise you're doing work that will be of no use. Okay, so these are the importance of research publications. If the results of research studies or program documentation are not published, others cannot appreciate the value of evidence generated to further build on it, and overall science cannot develop and grow. Okay, if you are working, if you are doing your research in only a laboratory domain and you are not publishing it, okay, in that case this overall science cannot develop and grow, because in scientific domain all those who are working in that field, they should know what is happening in the other domain, what is happening in the other institution. That is only possible due to these research publication. Okay, so writing a research paper makes a record, a mark on the world, no matter how small. Okay, publishing means to make something public. Okay, I hope this word is clear. Publication, publishing means we're talking about to make something public. Okay, if you are doing work, if you are researching something, in that case you have to make it public. Okay, so that each and everyone will know that what is going to happening in that particular domain, in that particular institution. Okay, so whatever we discover simply did not happen unless it is documented and disseminated. So these two terms are important: documented and disseminated. Okay, if your writing research paper is the documentation, whatever you are working is you're documenting, and with that documentation, dissemination, you're making it public. Okay, so in research, paternity and authorship as both being acts of creation. Okay, whether you are an author in that paper, okay, or if you have patented something, okay, in that case these both things, they will act as a creation in the field of scientific domain. Okay, so different authors, they have given importance of publications. What is the meaning of publication? What is the importance of publication? So in brief we have discussed, so we'll not go in detail about these things. Okay, so we'll jump in another topic, that is the push factor and benefit of pressure to publish. Because if we have pressure, okay, I hope you all are students, जब तक प्रेशर नहीं है पढ़ने का, will not study. Okay, जब प्रेशर है एग्जाम होने से एक दिन पहले, एक रात में सारी तैयारी हो जाती है, because you have a pressure in that case. So push factor and benefit, okay, of pressure to publish. So you can see these are different push factors. First of all, scientific ranking of institution. So obviously research publication is important for your academic growth. Okay, this is true, but with that, scientific ranking of institution is also an important aspect. Okay, because this is not a benefit for you only, this will be a beneficial for the institution. Institution की scientific ranking जो है, that will depend on the publication, how many publication in a year, in a month. Okay, so that will basically increase the scientific ranking of your institution. So this is obviously important for your career growth. This is also important for your institution growth. Okay, second, academic promotions and tenureship, that we have discussed already. In academic promotions, your research is very important. Okay, because in if you are an academician, in that case two things are important. One is teaching and research. Teaching is okay, everyone, they are working on this teaching process, but with that teaching, what additional you are doing, that is your research part. Okay, so this research is basically important for your useful for institutional grants and fundings, okay? And along with that, it also highlights the need to focus on research, okay? Next, it rewards scientists based on merit and justifies as salaries. Very important, okay? It rewards scientists based on merit. Merit depends on your publication, number of publication, not only number of publication, along with that quality of publication, which justifies as salaries, okay? Next is documents stewardship of research points. Next, dissemination or disseminates findings open to the public. Whatever will be your findings in a research, it will be open to the public. Then recruitment criteria is also a push factor, okay? Push factor to publish articles. So these are different benefits, and along with these benefits, these are different pressure, okay? Push factors or pressure to publish a research article. So now we can change the culture, okay? So let's change the culture, okay? So we can change this phrase, publish or perish. We can change it, publish and flourish, okay? So are you agree with this? We can change the culture, publish or perish. This phrase we can change, publish and flourish. Are you agree with this term? This phrase, can we change it? Yes, everyone? Just give one thumbs up. Yes, so we can change it. We can change the frame. This phrase, publish or perish, that we can change, publish and flourish. Okay? Flourish for your academic growth. We can delete this word perish. It's a negative word. Okay? So we can change this culture. We can change the phrase, okay, with our understanding of research papers, research methodology. We can change the phrase as publish and flourish. Okay. So, for example, this is one thing, okay? Someone is saying that you are not an academician. Someone is pointing out that you are not an academician. In that case, if you have good publication, if you have good research record, in that case, no need to answer anything. Marks, okay? That is sufficient. Marks in published, that is okay. Okay, so no need to say anything, no need to answer anything, only your publication will speak, okay? That will decide that you are an academician or not, okay? So no need to answer to anyone in this query, okay? So with that, another topic that will touch, that is different types of research articles. I hope you understand that what is the meaning of, what is the importance of research publications, okay? So after that, after understanding the importance of research publication, we'll go towards the types of research articles. I think majority students को लगता है कि research paper is only one thing, okay? Research article, जो भी research किया उसको publish कर दिया. It's not like that. We have different types of research articles. The one which I'm talking about, that is the original article, okay? Whatever you are doing in your laboratory, whatever you are researching and you are publishing your results, that is original article, okay? Along with that, we have so many research articles, okay? Different types of research article. We can also publish in the form of book review. We can also publish a case report. We can also publish clinical studies. We can also, publish commentaries and letter to editors. Conference materials can be published, okay? Data notes, letters or short reports, method articles, poster slides, registered report, research article, review article, software tool articles. So we have different types of research articles, okay? So because in this 1 hour, it's not possible to take all of these, okay? So we'll focus only few, okay? On few types of research articles. So in this, we'll discuss about original article, we'll discuss about review articles, short communication, book chapters or book review, conference materials, okay? So these things we'll discuss in this lecture, okay? So original article is very important, original research. Rapid communication is also very important if you do not have any original research, okay? So if you have, for example, if you're doing PhD, in your PhD you have multiple objects in your research, okay? So in that case, if you have, if you want to publish a part of your research, okay, a short part of your research, that you can publish in short communication. That is a rapid communication. If you have your research in which sample size is very less, okay, so that will not be considered as your an original article, because that you cannot publish in good reputed journals due to the short sample size. In that case, that can be go further into short communication. Review articles are there, and again review article, there are three types of review article that we'll discuss later on. Okay, systematic, meta, and the literature review. Majorly we are focusing on the literature review, methods, case studies. Okay, so what is the meaning of original research? Okay, so this is original research is the most common and popular type of journal writing. जो आप research papers पढ़ते हैं day by day, these are original research articles. Okay, so these are also known as original research article or article based on what is your journal type. ठीक है? The original research format is helpful in different types of studies, including writing a full introduction, method, result, discussion section, and conclusion. And yes, references. Okay, the reference is very important in all the research papers. Either it is a short communication, review article, so reference part is very important. Okay, that I'll discuss later on. What is the importance of this references? Okay, so this original article, it will include the full introduction part, your materials, methods, result, and discussion, and later on conclusion. Abstract is also included in this. Okay, and the reference part. Second is rapid communication. So it's a type of review article which is written in less than 3,000 words. Okay, these words can be changed as per the journal's requirement. Okay, it usually explains the original research data in a brief manner. Okay, when you have original data, you can concise your data and you can publish it in a short communication form. Okay. Second is review articles are there. This is very important. Review articles helps in offering a complete summary of research on a certain topic. Okay, so in review article, you are not doing a laboratory work. You are not doing a research. Okay, you are doing a research, but that research is basically published already. Okay, you are compiling data on particular topic based on the availability of literature. That is the literature review. Okay, so the type of manuscript is often written by a leader who is an expert in their field of study. So you have to choose a topic of review article in which you consider yourself an expert. Okay, you should be expert in your field. Then only you can compile. You can write down the limitation, advantages. What are the aspect of that particular research? You can summarize in your own words. Review article. Okay, so the review article are often widely read by people, researchers, especially those who are looking for a full introduction to a field. Okay, so in terms of citation, when we talk about, so we'll discuss what is the meaning of citation. In terms of citation, if you want to increase your citations, in that case, your review articles will play a vital role. Okay, with the help of review articles, you can always increase your citation index. Okay. So there are three types of review articles: systematic review, literature review, meta-analysis. I'll not go in detail. Okay, so I'll discuss only about the literature review. Here, review articles involve in-depth analysis and critical evaluation of a particular topic in any subject. Okay, so whatever work has already been done in particular field, you are analyzing and you are doing a critical evaluation of that particular topic by reading number of research articles. Okay, so in this, you have to focus on more than 100 articles. You are collecting more than 100 articles only on one topic, and you are doing a critical evaluation on those 100 articles, more than 100 articles, and you are compiling the available information in one article, in one review form article. So that is a literature review. Okay, and another one is case study. Case study can also be published in different journals. Okay, clinical studies can also be published. Okay, so these are basically in-depth detail on the method and results of a clinical trial. They can also be published as an original research article. Okay, so this I'll not discuss. Conference material. If you have presented something in any conference, in good conference, okay, in that case you can also publish your conference material. Okay, so there are different ways to publish your conference material. Okay, so you can, so in conference you can present in different manner. You can present a poster, you can also present an oral presentation. Okay, so these material can be published. So conference abstract, it can also published. So it is usually a part of full research paper that is presented at the conference, and the abstract should be written in between 300 to 500 words. Okay, so this is not a fixed word word limit, okay, that can be changeable. And the conference proceeding are later published as an article or in a book. So whatever abstract you have submitted or you have presented something in that conference, that can be published at a later stage in the form of article or in the form of book. Poster extract, okay. So now, if you have presented a poster in any conference, so in that case, the poster can also be published as a pictorial representation, okay. And this presentation extracts, that can also be published, okay. That can be published in the form of PowerPoint presentation, and in this the number of slides varies from 10 to 15. So this data will be very concise if you are publishing, okay. So few journals, they are accepting this conference articles as well, okay. Although the group who has conducted this conference, they basically publish your conference material, okay, in the form of articles, in the form of this book, okay. So book review can also be published, okay. So in research publication, not only original articles you can publish so many things, okay. If you are a new researcher, in that case you can go for book review, you can go for short communication, you can also look for review articles, okay. So book review can also be published, okay. And you can also publish commentaries and letters to editor, okay. Method articles can also be published in different journals. Data notes, poster and slides can also be published, that we have discussed already in conference materials, okay. Registered report can be published, okay. So these are different types of research articles that you can publish, okay, in different journals. So now we'll discuss about writing an article, okay. So when we talk about writing a research article, we can compare it with, like, writing a research article is like a capsule creation. What is in it? What we need, okay? We need it to be very helpful in terms of other researchers, other audience who are reading this article, okay. So it must be a helpful. We need it to be helpful for the audience, for other researchers. Summarized, okay. We need it to be summarized. We have word limit, okay. We have to concise your data in that word limit only, okay. We have to compile our data in the given word limit, so it must be in the summarized form. It must be interconnected, okay, and it should be attractive, okay. Along with the theory part, you have to make it attractive. Then only audience will, when you will make it attractive, then only audience attract with your article, attract towards your article, okay. So these are different things. We need it to be helpful, summarized, interconnected, attractive while we are writing a research article, okay. So what importance we have discussed, okay. So along with this importance, first thing, to share research findings and discoveries with the hope of improving some things. So these are ideal things when we consider about research article, okay. These are ideal conditions, okay, ideal things which we usually consider about the research article. We are publishing to share research, we are publishing for different findings and discoveries. As a scientist, we are thinking about it, okay, and also with the hope of improving some things with the help of research. So these are ideal conditions or ideal importance of our research articles. But when we talk about practicality, okay, when we talk about the reality, in that case we have discussed already, to get promoted, to get a job, to keep your job, to get funding. For these things, publications are required, okay. So take it easy, okay. Obviously it's a reality, but as a researcher, as a scientist, you have to focus on this. You are publishing your work to share research, to share findings, and to look for different discoveries, and with the hope of improving your scientific domain, okay, with the hope of improving something with your research, okay. So these are your ideal things that you have to follow. Along with that, obviously this is a reality. For that, research is required, research publications are required. I hope those who are in this domain, they agree with me with this reality terms, okay. So what is a good research paper, okay. Good research paper, there are 4 good things One is good science. Okay, good science is required. If you're working on a research paper, it must be a good science. Good designing is also important. Okay, good designing, that means your writing skills. Your designing, research design. Research design is very important. Okay, so research design basically starts from your hypothesis, from your sample collection. Okay, or from your sample designing. So good designing must be there at each and every step while you're doing sample collection. What method you have used for sample collection, that you should know. You're doing a probability method, you're selecting a non-probability method. What kind of method you are selecting to select your samples? From that point, okay, your design will start, research design. So you have to be cautious while you're doing research in terms of designing of your research from the initial point, okay, from the sample collection to the conclusion. It must be in a good design form. Good design का मतलब ये नहीं कि बहुत decorated form. It's not like that. Designing means we're talking about the quality. Okay, you should be clear at each and every step which method you are using, what is the limitation of that method, what is the advantage of that method. Okay, you have to be very clear at each and every step. Okay, if you are selecting a particular method for your sample collection, why you are selecting that method, you should be clear. Okay, so good designing is very important. So in this lecture, I'll not touch about this sampling part, okay, because I think already half an hour is done, so we have very less time. So in future, if we'll get chance, we'll discuss about the types of sampling methods. What are different types of sampling method in your research? What kind of sampling method you can use? Okay, you can select. Then good writing is also important. Okay, yeah, because you are writing a research paper. If there is no good writing, in that case your paper will compromise. Okay, so good writing is also equally important when you are doing you're writing a good research paper. Okay, so you should have writing skills. Okay, और writing skills कैसे मिलेगा? That is only possible when you are continuously reading different types of research papers. With the help of reading only, you'll be able to write a good paper. Okay, कोई नहीं सिखाएगा कि कैसे लिखना है. Because at this stage, no one will teach you how to write. Okay, in scientific community, if you're writing a good research paper, you can learn. You can learn by reading different types of research paper, or not only research paper, quality research paper. If you're reading a quality research paper, then definitely you'll write a good research paper. Okay, so reading good research paper, we can say that is equivalent to the writing good research paper. Okay, so that is the only point. Okay, or that will only thing that will help you to write a good research paper. When you're reading good research paper, you'll be able to write a good research paper. Mark this point. Okay, so next is good research paper is also equivalent to good journal. Okay, if you have written a good research paper, then only you can publish in a good journal. Okay, otherwise all the reputed journals they'll not accept your paper if those papers are not in good quality. Okay, if your paper is published in good reputed journal, in that case that paper obviously is a high impact factor. Okay, it's a high quality paper. That's why this paper is published in a good reputed journal. So always be careful while you are selecting a research or while you are selecting a journal, okay, to publish your research. These things are very important for good research article. Good science, good design, good writing, good journal. Okay, so after this we'll discuss about few more things that is important in research domain. Okay, what are scientific citation styles? So do you know the meaning of citation? Because we are discussing here research paper, and without citation research paper कुछ भी नहीं है. Citation is very important. Yes, can you tell me what is the meaning of citation?
Ma'am, citation is the credit that we are giving to an author whose work we have quoted or cited in our paper.
Okay, that is citation. Anyone else? Okay, citation is very important. Okay, in terms of citation, what are, first of all, what are scientific citation styles? Okay, then we'll discuss what is citation and different types of scientific citation styles. Okay, so this scientific citation styles is a system of source citation that is used in scientific disciplines. Okay, so there are different types of scientific citation styles such as Chicago, okay, ACS, AMA, NLM, Vancouver, APA, ASA. So these are different types of citation style. Okay, so citation basically is a way of giving credit when we are using, okay, some material from other source. Okay, for example, if you are working on one field and you are taking some material from my paper, in that case you have to give credit for the author. Okay, so this is citation, is a way of giving credit when you are using some material from another source. That is citation, one thing. It also gives your readers the information necessary to find that source again. Okay, if someone is reading that paper, your paper, and you have cited one thing, one publication you have cited in your research, so it will also give information to the other reader who is reading your paper, so that that person can easily find that source again. So citation is very important. Okay, and also it provides an important roadmap to your research process. So that two forms, one is in-text citation, one is reference list. Okay, so you can see here, in in-text citation, that means, for example, this is one term or one sentence, and this sentence was taken by this particular from the article of this author Alvaro 2017. Okay, so we have already taken this sentence or the information, not sentence, the information from the Alvaro paper. Okay, so we are giving citation in between the text. Okay, for example, I'm writing an introduction part, and in introduction part I have taken few information from some other source. So in introduction part I'm giving some reference. Okay, so that reference is in text citation. So in in-text citation, no need to write all the information of that paper. Okay, you have to be focused only on the name of the author, surname, and year. In few articles they also ask for the page number in text citation. Otherwise, in other in many of the this many of the journals, in many of journal, they'll only ask about author name, okay, and the year. No need to write page number. So this is in text citation. The information of the citation you are giving in only introduction part or in introductory body. Okay. Another one is the reference list. Okay, so whatever you have used in your introduction part in text citation, that you are referring in your at the end reference list. Okay, so all the information you have to give in the reference list. Okay, so for example, in text citation I have used only the author name Alvaro and the year along with page number. Okay, but in reference list I have mentioned all the information about this paper, Alvaro C, year 2017, and we have also mentioned about the this article. Okay, the title of article, journal information, Journal of Agricultural and Environmental Ethics, and we have also mentioned, we should mention about the issue and volume. Okay, so for example it's a volume, and this is GOI. So these things we have to mention in reference list. So this is the reference and this is in-text citation. Okay, so you use all the details of in-text citation in the reference list. Okay, so this is the citation process. So different types of citations are there. One is parenthetical citation, another one is in the form of note, and another in the form of numerical. So three types of citations are there: numerical, parenthetical, and note. Okay, so what is the meaning of these types of citations? You can see here in parenthetical citation you use, so these are different different patterns, APA, APSA. So pattern, these are different pattern types of citation. So they all use parenthetical citation. In parenthetical citation we use author surname or author name, and at the end we are not using numbers, we are using alphabetical orders. Okay, in numerical citations we are using numbers. Okay, so few journals or few citation style that is based on the numerical citation, few citation styles they're based on the parenthetical citation, few citation styles they are the note citations. Okay, note citations in this they are Blue Book, Chicago, Notes and Bibliography, or Scholar. So they are different types of note citations. So as you can see here, this is the parenthetical citation. In parenthetical citation, you can see here this is one sentence, and in this you have used one research paper. Okay, you have cited one research paper. In that you have mentioned author's last name, that is the Hemingway, and in this you can mention about the year and also page number. Okay, so when you are using this type of citation, when you are using author's last name in your subjective part, in this type of citation is known as parenthetical citation. Okay, and you have to mention about parenthetical citation in the form of alphabetical order in your last reference list. Okay, so parenthetical citation means author's last name and publication date plus a page number if relevant. Okay, if required as per the journals. Okay, as per different journal, if they require, you can also add the page number. Okay, so sometimes the publication date is omitted of the page. So you can see here in numerical citation, as we have given number here. Okay, in reference we have given number, but in parenthetical citation we'll only use author's name, and these things will arrange in alphabetical order in the last reference list. Okay, but in other numerical citation we can give a number in brackets or in superscript, okay, which corresponds to an entry in your numbered reference list. Okay, so for example, this is one statement given, and in this I have used 3 references, that is reference number 1 to 3, and for another sentence I have given one sentence, one numerical number, that is 4, then 5, then 1, 6, 7. Okay, so these are numerical citations in which in the last reference list I am giving numbers. Okay, for example, this 1 to 3 means I have given the full reference in 1, 2, 3 number in the last reference list. This is numerical citation. Last one is note citation. Note citation meaning is when we are giving or we are including a full citation in a footnote or endnote. Okay, whatever information we have given in one page, those the full reference of those information, for that information I am mentioning in the last. Okay, in the same page I am mentioning all the information in the footnote or endnote, that is the note citation. Okay, in this you include a full citation in a footnote or endnote, which is indicated in the text with a superscript number or symbol. Okay, so for example 7 and 8, so in this information, okay, from the 7 and 8 reference I am mentioning this in the footnote of this particular para. Okay, so this is note citation. So you can see here, this is in text citation, APA reference entry. So can you tell me what kind of citation this is? It's numerical or parenthetical or note citation? Okay, fine. So this is, it's a parenthetical citation where we are using author's name and year, and in reference entry list we are using A to Z style, means we are arranging all the this information in alphabetical. Okay, so this ACS reference entry, this is the numerical citation. Okay, and this is note citation style. Blue book is one example for a note citation style. Okay, you'll add the full reference in footnote or in endnote. So now this is about paper I'm writing or you're writing, and you are giving citation or reference. Okay, material you have taken from some source. Okay, now who to evaluate the researcher? For example, you have published a paper. Okay, now who can evaluate your research or the researcher? Who to evaluate the researcher? Okay, because your article is already published. Okay, so many people they are reading your article. So how or who can evaluate the researcher? So there are 2 things. After publishing your article, one is publication count, another one is citation count. So these 2 things are very important. Okay, these 2 things are only things that can evaluate a researcher or that can evaluate your research. Okay, one is publication count, that is very simple, number of publications by a researcher. Okay, then citation count. Citation count means number of times publication is cited by other publications, okay, or by other researcher. How many times your paper has been cited by other researcher, that is our citation count. Okay, one citation we have discussed, that is the in-text citation we are giving in our research paper. Okay, so citation count is the same, that is how, okay, or number of times your paper is cited by some other researcher. Okay, so that is the quality of a research paper or the journal quality. Publication count is obviously, number of publication by researcher, how many papers you have published, that can evaluate the researcher. Okay, so quantity is equal to papers. We'll say quantity of research paper. If you have published 50 research paper, that's the quantity of research paper. But quality of paper based on your citations. Your paper is cited, for example, one of your paper is cited 100 times. So that reflects the quality of your paper. Okay, that means 100 people, they have cited your paper. Okay, or 100 times your paper have been cited. So that is the quality. Quantity, obviously a publication number, but quality is always reflected by the citations. Okay, so to check the quality of a research paper, there are 2 or 3 things. There are a number of things. Okay, but we'll discuss 2 things only. That is basically reflected by Google Scholar. One is the H index, another one is the I index. Okay, I10, I5. So H index, that is the Hirsch index given by George A. Hirsch in 2005. Okay, so H index, I think you all are aware with the term H index. Okay, इसका H index इतना है, H index इतना है. Okay, so H index is basically used to measure, okay, or it is an author level metric, okay, that attempts to measure both the productivity and citation impact of the publication of a scholar. Okay, so H index is simply a count of largest number of papers from a journal or author that have at least H number of citations. So we'll go in detail about this H index. Okay, so for example, if you want to increase your H index, because obviously H index reflect the quality of your paper, okay, or quality of your profile. So if you want to increase H index, you have to publish high quality research paper. If you have published a high quality research paper, then in that condition only it will be cited by other researchers. Okay, so if you want to increase H index, if you want a quality profile, in that case a good research publication, high quality research publications are required. Okay, the researcher should ensure that he or she has not published any article in predatory or fake journal. This is very important point. You have to be very ensured that you are not publishing any article in predatory or fake journal. If you are publishing that article in fake journals, predatory journal, in that case, will not improve the quality. Okay, will not increase your H index, because if you are publishing in these types of journal, no one will cite your paper. Okay, if no one will cite your paper, will not read your paper, in that case, will not increase your H index. The H index will only increase when people can read or cite your paper. It's the only condition. So researchers should publish more and more original research article in a good reputed journal. That is the only condition in that you can increase your H index. Okay, so again I have already discussed one point. If you want to increase your H index, you have to go for review articles. So publishing more review article receives the greater number of citations, and greater number of citations ultimately increases the H index in a profile. Okay, so very important, if you want to increase H index in your profile, you have to write research review articles along with the research article. Okay, obviously you have to publish research article, but you can increase your H index with the help of review articles. So always write review articles. Okay. Okay, so in profile you can see here, in Google Scholar profile, you'll always see that citation, all citation and citation. For example, this is one example I'm giving. Since 2018, citation is this number 43,000, can raise your hand. What's the meaning of this 125? Because overall citation तो approx 1 lakh something है, but H index is only 125. Why? Anyone? Okay, no problem. We'll discuss. Okay, so H index. Okay, H index. The meaning of H index is, for example, your H index is 6. Okay, we'll take a very simple example. If your H index is 6, the meaning of 6 is that means 6 most highly cited articles have been cited at least 6 times. That means आपके 6 पेपर ऐसे हैं जो at least 6 बार cite हुए हैं. That is your H index. Will be equivalent to 6. If your 7 articles have been cited at least 7 times, in that case your H index will be 7. Okay, so in this condition H index is 125. That means कि 125 पेपर्स ऐसे हैं जिनको 125 citations मिली है. Okay, so this is your H index. I hope you are getting this point. Okay, so in this case you can see number of manuscript, number of citations. Okay, so H index reflects both things: number of manuscript, number of publication, and number of citation. Okay, if your one publication is cited only one time, that is your H index 1. Okay, if your 3 publications cited 3 times, that is your H index, that will be equivalent to 3. So H index reflects the quality of your work. That will depend on the number of manuscript, number of citation. To make it more simpler, another example I'll take. Okay, so for example, in this number of articles are 14. Okay, and total citation number is more, 84, 20, 19, 12. Okay, so many, you can see here they have a number of citations. Okay, but in this H index is 8. Okay, so what is the meaning of this H index 8? Because in this there are 8 papers, and these 8 papers they have minimum 8 citations. Maximum they have number of citations. Okay, but we'll look for the minimum one. So minimum they have 8 citations. Okay, so the H index is 8. In this you can see here H index is 9. That means in this there are 9 papers, and the 9 papers they have cited 9 times. H index is 10. In that case you can see they have 10 publications with 10 minimum 10 citations. Okay, so we look for 10. Okay, obviously there are 11, 12, 19, 20, 84, but we will look in these numbers 10. So minimum these publications they have 10 citations. Okay, for example अगर यहाँ पे 11 हो जाएगा, we look for 11. 11 means all these publications they should have 11 citations. Okay, then your H index will be 11. If publication citation number 12 for all these papers, in that case your H index will be 12. So when article number and citation, we are looking for both things. Okay, in H index when we are calculating H index. Okay, so simple example I have discussed. If an H index of 17 means the scientist has published at So you can see here Robert Darwin. Okay, so in this case you can see, so just an example I'm giving you. So in this you can see I-10 index is 331 and H index is 80. Okay, so I hope it is clear now what is the meaning of this H index, why this is 80, the meaning of this 80 term, okay, in citation indices, and what is the meaning of 331 in I-10 index. Okay, so these are indexing, citation indexing in a profile, scholar's profile. So I think time is up. So Milik and Davrish, because it's already 4, we have to discuss so many things. Okay, but time is up. So can we continue, or we can continue this lecture other time? Yeah, please let me.
Yes, ma'am, we can continue, or if you want, we can.
Okay, so 15 minutes more. Okay, we'll continue 15 minutes more because important things we'll cover here only. So now you have.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt, but we can continue till 4:30. I guess till the time we'll complete everything. It is a great lecture we are having, so we can
4:30?
extend. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So we have half an
Thank
hour.
you so
We'll
much.
try to compile the important information. Okay, in this.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. So now, for example, if you have completed your research paper and you have submitted your research paper, now the question is what happens after submission of manuscript? Okay, because ऐसा नहीं है कि submit किया और accept हो गया. There are number of steps after the submission process. Okay, so we should understand those steps. What happens after the submission of manuscript? Okay, so simple. In one page, you'll open one journal page and you'll submit one paper. Okay, but after that, what happens? That will go through. Okay, so for example, if you have submitted your manuscript in one journal, okay, any journal you can take. For example, in forensic chemistry, you have submitted your paper. Okay, so first step will be your paper will go to the editor. Okay, so her journal में there are editors. Okay, so first your paper will be dealing by editor. After that, the editor will send your paper to the reviewer. Okay, so first of all, when you submit your manuscript, it will go to the editor. Okay, if editor feels that your paper meeting all the requirements, okay, or your paper has a quality, in that case they'll assign a reviewer. Okay, if your paper meeting the necessary requirements and it's a qualitative work, in that case it will go further. If not, if your paper is not meeting the requirement, okay, in that case straightforward no, and that no, straightforward reject. You'll get the mail that your paper is rejected. Okay, so this is one point. But if editor feels that the paper is a qualitative work, your work is a qualitative work, and your paper is meeting all the requirements, in that case it will yes, and then in that case editor will assign reviewers. Okay, so they'll assign reviewers. Then further, these reviewers, they'll review and give comments on your paper. Okay, so it's not possible कि एक बार submit किया and you'll get direct one mail that your paper has been accepted. It's never a case. Okay, you'll get few comments from a reviewer. Okay, so after assigning reviewer accept your paper and they'll give comments. Okay, and after that, comments will be collected by the editor. Okay, so they'll give some time period for this. They have certain time period as per the journal's requirement. Okay, so editor they'll collect comments from the reviewer. Okay, and after that, comments. Okay, in decision, if reviewer say that your paper is not good or they'll some negative comments or whatever, they'll think about it. Okay, if they'll set the decision no, in that case again your paper is rejected. Sad news. Okay, but if decision is yes, in that case your paper is accepted. Okay, so not directly accepted. If it's yes, in that case the editor will send you this manuscript to revise. Okay, if this reviewer they'll send to revise the manuscript, they'll give some minor corrections, major corrections, whatever comments they have given, you have to process. This we have discussed already in terms of this flow chart. Okay, so we'll look for this. Author submits article assessed by the editor, straightforward, no, rejected. Okay, but if editor thinks that it's a qualitative work, in that case, they will send, author submits revised manuscript, okay, revision, they'll send to the reviewer, reviewers send the manuscript for revision, okay. In that case, reviewer assessed by the editor, then accepted, then after acceptance, it will go towards the production, after production, it will go for the publication. So these are different peer review process, okay. So now, peer review, common types of peer review, in this, the 3 types of peer review process. Okay, so there are 3 types of peer review process. One is single blind peer review, double blind peer review, and open peer review. Okay, so single blind peer review means authors who have submitted paper, they don't know who the reviewers are. Okay, for example, if you have submitted paper, you don't know who are the reviewers of your paper. Okay, who will review your paper. So this is a single blind review paper. Double blind peer review means journal editor doesn't reveal the reviewer's credential to the authors and vice versa. Okay, so in this, author and reviewer, they are not aware कि reviewer कौन है, author कौन है, author को नहीं पता कि reviewer कौन है. So this is double blind peer review. Open peer review means the author and peer review both know each other's identity. So it's an open peer review process. So majorly in all the journal, they follow double blind peer review process or single blind peer review process. Okay. So in major, the good reputed journals, they follow double blind peer review process. So this is final decision. The journal will publish the paper in its original form, the meaning it is accepted. The journal will not publish the paper, that means rejected. The journal is willing to reconsider the paper in another round of decision, making after the authors make more changes, major changes, that is a revise and resubmit. Okay, then the journal will publish the paper provided the authors make the changes. This is except after minor revision. Okay, the journal will publish the paper and ask the author to make small correction, and after that they'll accept with minor revisions. These are final decision of your paper. Okay, these are different matrices, scores. Okay, how will you look for or how will you target your journal? So that is based on your journal indexing. So we have different types of indexing, cross-reference, triad, ABSCO, this PubMed, Mendeley. So many metrics are there, but we have to target our journal based on 3 different indexing. One is Thomson Reuters, Scopus, and ISI. Okay, this is very important. We have to target our journal based on the journal indexing. This reflects the quality of journal. Okay, those journals which are indexed in these indexing procedures. Okay, these types of journals we have to target for our research publication. So in any journal, when you go for any journal, for example, I'm giving one example, Journal of Biomedical Science. So the question is how you'll get to know about the indexing services provided by the journal. Okay, so in journal site, you can look for journal. For example, in this, you'll click here about. In about, there is one point indexing. In indexing, they'll mention about the indexing of article. So whenever you are submitting your research article, always look for the indexing. Okay, if your article or if that journal is indexed in Scopus or SCI journal index, okay, in that case you can proceed with that journal or SCI index journal. This is very important. Okay, always look for the indexing of journal, then only submit your article, right? So we'll skip this. Fine. Impact factor will not discuss right now because time is less. Okay, so DOI, सब लोग देखते होंगे आपके पेपर्स में DOI मेंशन होता है. What is the meaning of DOI? Okay, DOI is a digital object identifier. Okay, DOI number. इस पेपर का DOI number क्या है? ये है. Okay, so DOI is digital object identifier. Okay, so it's a unique number given to your article. Okay, it's a that provided with a permanent web address. Okay, so DOI will help your reader easily locate your document from your citation. That is the DOI number. So always mention the DOI number in the reference list. Okay. So plagiarism. What is the meaning of plagiarism? I think you all know. The plagiarism Okay, so you are paraphrasing the original, sentence or original phrase. Paraphrasing is very important. How you are paraphrasing paraphrasing one sentence or one material you are taking from someone's work. So paraphrasing is very important. Okay. So copy paste is basically plagiarism. So don't copy paste. Always paraphrase first. Okay. So you can see here, this is the original text. Okay, and this is incorrect use. Why this is incorrect? Because you are taking material from this original text. Okay, but in this you have not given citation for this author. Okay, but this is the correct use of this work, because you have mentioned that, as Treadway points out, you are citing because you are giving credit to the author who have given this statement. Okay, so Treadway points out the betterer can afford to hire expensive lawyers who are well versed in the dash dash dash. Okay, so this is the correct way for writing a research paper or for citation or to avoid plagiarism. Okay, this is, it's a plagiarism. We can say that because you are not giving credit to the author or the original, author who have given this statement. So this is not the correct way to write things. Okay, always give credit to the author who have given the original statement. Okay, so these things are very important. Obviously, these are original text, and whenever you are using this text in your paper, always give credit. Okay. So paraphrasing is original, incorrect paraphrase, correct paraphrase. Okay, so that will not discuss about different types of plagiarism, direct plagiarism, failing to credit, mosaic plagiarism, auto plagiarism. So plagiarism is obviously it's a very large topic, so we cannot explain all the things here. Okay, so we can skip this. Okay, so yes, this is very important. Legal repercussions. One cannot use another person's material without citation and reference. Mark these points. Okay, you cannot use other person's work or material without giving credit, without citation and without reference. Okay, an author has the right to sue a plagiarist. Okay, so याद रखना है इस चीज का आप लोग. Don't use someone's work without giving credit, without giving citation, without giving reference. Otherwise, that author has the right to sue a plagiarist who have used the work without giving citation and reference. Okay, so these are different types of research tools you can use. Okay. This Google Scholar, EndNote, Zotero, Mendeley, Google RefWorks, BibTeX. Okay, so these are different types of reference managers: Mendeley, Zotero, EndNote, and RefWorks. Okay, so whenever you are working, you're writing a research paper, you have to use these kind of reference manager tools. Okay, this will make your journey very easy. Okay, your research journey, it will be very easy when you're using these reference manager tools. So this Mendeley, Citation C, Zotero, these are freely available. You can easily download in your laptop. Okay, and you can easily go through with these kind of softwares. Okay, you can easily go through with these softwares, and they are very easy to use, and you can easily manage your references. Okay, so this last, you can see here, this is the journey. Okay, when you are submitting your paper to the paper acceptance. Okay. So many hurdles are there. Okay, but ultimately your paper is accepted or published. Okay, so with this I'll complete this session. Okay, so the last thing I want to say, while academic success depends on research and publication, okay, ethics and integrity should never be compromised. Your ethics, your integrity will never be compromised. Okay, you have to maintain your ethics and integrity while you are doing research. Obviously, your success depends on research and publication, but without compromising ethics and integrity. Always remember this point. And with that, thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. Already I have exceeded, okay, with time. So thank you so much, everyone. If you have any query, you can discuss. Okay. Obviously, research methodology is a vast topic, vast subject. We cannot complete this in 1 hour. Okay, we have so many things to discuss. So today I have touched only important aspects. Okay, that is basically important for a researcher or for a student who are going to complete their dissertation. Okay, who are going to enter in their dissertation, and the researcher who are in their early phase. So these things are very important. So with this, thank you everyone. If you have any doubt, you can discuss. Okay, if you don't have any doubt, then we can say goodbye. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, ma'am, there are a few questions in the chat box. Okay, ma'am. So, Karuna ma'am has asked how quality of research paper can be determined.
Can you repeat question?
Ma'am, how the quality of the research paper can be determined.
How quality of research paper is determined? I have already discussed. Quality. Quality of research paper, how can you determine your quality? Okay, so for that actually, I have to take another lecture for that. Quality of research paper is basically it depends on different parameters. Okay, different parameters as in terms of validation. Okay, as in terms of reliability. Okay, so many validation parameters are there, and all those validation parameters basically reflects your quality, research paper quality. So on this quality part, okay, we need one more hour to discuss the topic how we can determine quality of your paper. So in this basically we have to look for different characteristics of research design. Okay, objectivity is very much required here. Your research your research paper will reflect the objectivity. Your methodology must reflect objectivity. Okay, and it must be reliable in nature. Okay, and validity will be very important aspect in qualitative research, and generalization parameters. So we have to look so many parameters to look for the quality of research paper. Okay, so if you want lecture on this topic, we can discuss some other day. Okay, because we need one more hour to discuss about this. But yes, quality of research paper is determined by following these parameters: reliability, validity, and all these things. Okay. If your research is reliable, if your research is valid, if your research is precise, okay, and if all these things are there, in that case, your paper is qualitative. Quality is very high, and you can publish this paper in good qualitative journal, good journal, reputed journal. Okay. If all these things are missing in your paper, you'll not able to publish your paper in good reputed journal. These things are very important. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Varun sir has asked that what are the specific requirements that an editor look for?
What are the specific requirements that an editor look for? Okay, so editor requirements, specific requirements. Okay. So first of all, editor. Okay, editor is the one who is first of all is accepting who is receiving your paper first. Okay, so editor is always look for the requirements in the form of journal requirements. Okay, because each and every journal they have some specific requirement. Okay, for example, reference part, you have to write down reference in this particular format. Okay, your manuscript design must be in this particular format. Okay, your you have to mention about this result and discussion part in a separate way. So many things are there. Okay, so first of all, editor will look for the journal's requirement. ठीक है कि आपका जो पेपर है that is meeting with the journal's requirement or not. कि जो journal obviously editor will not go in detail about your paper. Okay, detailed description, detailed paper आपका reviewer ही पढ़ेगा. But editor will look the overall quality of your paper. Okay, because reviewer they are expert in that field. अगर उन्होंने किसी reviewer को assign किया है, so they'll be expert in that particular domain. Will be review your paper. Okay, but editor will look the overall your paper, quality of your paper. Yeah. Any other question?
Thank you, ma'am. So far, no more questions are there in the sorted box. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. So I must say thank you, everyone.
A very good afternoon, everyone, once again. So, I, Lavleesh Gupta, being the Vice President of Budding Forensic Club, I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks to the entire team, to vote of thanks on the behalf of our entire Budding Forensic Club on this enthusiastic event. First of all, I extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success. Secondly, I extend my extreme heartful thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Sweety Sharma ma'am, who spared her valuable time for her busiest schedule to grace the event. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and have shown all of us a new path. Your ideas and elegance of explanation of everything is one of our deepest sense of appreciation, ma'am. We are really grateful for your presence, for your blessings, and we are really looking forward to see you more on our platform in the upcoming events. Last but not the least, I want to extend my vote of thanks to our organizing team, our board members for making this event happen so beautifully. I also cannot overlook the efforts of our hard-working board members who gave their utmost efforts and worked dedicatedly for this conference. Finally, I would like to grab the opportunity to thank all the wonderful participants or audience for believing in us and for attending the event. I hope we continue to work like this and organize such events in the future for the betterment and upliftment of the experts and students pursuing forensic sciences. Thank you. Now I hand it over to Astha for the final words.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we drew the enlightening session to a close, I'd like to reflect briefly on the valuable insights we have gained from Dr. Sweety Sharma's lecture on research methodology. Dr. Sharma's presentation has undoubtedly enriched our understanding of research techniques and their application. Her passion for the subject is contagious, and her expertise has shed light on the path to effective research. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Sweety Sharma for sharing her knowledge and experience with us today. Your presence has been inspiring, ma'am, and your contributions invaluable. I'd also like to thank our dedicated organizing team, the sponsors, and our enthusiastic audience for making this event a success. In recognition of her outstanding contribution, we are pleased to present Dr. Sweety Sharma with a certificate of appreciation. Ma'am, your wisdoms will continue to guide us in our research journeys. Thank you, Astha. In closing, I encourage all of you to carry the lessons learned today into your academic and professional pursuits. So I'd also like all of you to go and like our Instagram page and LinkedIn page for further events and further contributions in the field of forensic that keep on taking place. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you so much, ma'am, for your time and enlightening session. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. All the organizing team members, Melik, Lavleesh, Astha Mahana, Astha Dhar. Okay, so thank you, everyone, for your patience, first of all. Okay, so obviously, I'll see you in future. Okay, we'll discuss about more topics about research methodology and obviously other domains of forensic science. Definitely we'll look for. Okay, so once again, I would like to say thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, ma'am, for your valuable
Thank you,
comments.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So wish you all the best. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Other participants can leave. I would like our members to please stay with us.